In this video, we're going to look at how Landscape can help you with server provisioning. We've just received a consignment of new servers, and we are unpacking them and putting them on racks in our data center. Once the machines are racked, we simply need to boot them and Landscape takes over. Different network topologies are possible, from one provisioning server per data center rack to one provisioning server at each of our field offices, depending on the turnover rate of our installation. In this example, we're loading our new servers into a single rack. The machines have arrived without any operating system installed, so that's the first thing we need to do. The provisioning server uses the PXE protocol to detect the new hardware booting on the network. This is Landscape's provisioning dashboard. It lets you oversee both the deployment of new systems and the provisioning infrastructure itself. Here we've configured a single provisioning server, but Landscape can manage many of them concurrently. This gives you a unified view for mass provisioning that's centrally controlled, but delivered using the local network, safeguarding the wide area network links from overloads. To carry out the installation behind the scenes, Landscape uses Ubuntu's Metal as a Service, or MaaS technology, which you can use to provision cloud, virtual, and physical machines using exactly the same configuration profiles. This gives you the ability to provision your infrastructure quickly and consistently, whether it's a traditional data center or a new cloud environment you're targeting. Multiple MaaS servers can be controlled by Landscape through the MaaS API once an endpoint and authentication credentials have been configured. This connection tested successfully, so our server is ready to provision systems. The activities log tracks all the instructions we have issued to our provisioning servers. Landscape recognizes the PXE booted systems as unprovisioned devices. We can now select the configuration profile to assign to each machine for provisioning based on profiles we set up earlier. This doesn't just save time, but it also ensures that all machines are compliant with predefined configurations that meet our corporate standards. Let's provision one of our new servers. This one will sport 64-bit Ubuntu 12.04 Precise LTS and will be assigned to the test group our team has defined as part of our site access control policy. Let's customize the default installation with a Cloud Init script. The MAC address identifies the device uniquely, and we can configure the hostname and add a description if we want. More interesting is the ability to assign package profiles and update policies to the system at this stage by including the appropriate tags. Scriptable in this case. We can provision multiple systems in one go, as many as we want in fact. Quick review before we commit. Our new host, Thunder, is configured as we specified, and down here we see that the scriptable package profile has been assigned for install, while we set no automatic update policy at this time. So, let's start the installation. The task has now been assigned to the MaaS server controlling the new device, which is driving the installation of our new system, from boot up all the way to management registration. It takes a few minutes to PXE install a system, so let's fast forward. We are now in the thick of the package installation phase. While the provisioning server is busy finishing up the work, let's take a look at the cloud and its settings we attached to the install. This one created a remote user with the password Ubuntu. Don't tell the security officer about that one. We can also inspect the effect our tag choices had. The package profile we selected requires dynamic language support on the managed devices it is installed to, Perl and Python 2.7 to be precise. So, our system has been successfully provisioned. The log isn't showing any errors. And here, the list of systems tagged scriptable now includes a fourth member. Even the hardware inventory has populated. Indeed, the new device is now fully managed by Landscape, so administrators in our test group team now have complete control over it. And there we have it, server provisioning in a few clicks, courtesy of Landscape. In the next video in this series, we'll be showing you how Landscape helps with asset management. See you next time.